You don't know, you damn well should know. My name is ragreynolds, and today I'm going to be responding to and correcting a video made by iNabber, or as I call him much more suitably, iBlabber. So without any hesitation, let's just get right into this nonsense.
This is an actual human being I've come across on YouTube.com, and I'm just kind of shocked.
Wow, you're shocked because you found someone who's a human being who says something you find shocking. Now
YouTube is a place with a lot of glorious content creators, with people that just want to entertain people, with people that want to give the news to people, and people that just in general want to make you laugh. But there are also people on the website with a lot of strong beliefs. Strong beliefs like the 6th biggest country on the planet isn't real.
That's not just a strong belief, iBlabber. It is fact. I have given evidence across 19 videos. Some of those videos were live interviews, debates, whatever you want to call them, with people claiming to be Australian. This isn't just some belief that I think in my head. This is something that I have proven time and time again.
Now, the person I showed you at the beginning is a wonderful content creator that I've recently stumbled upon called ragreynolds.
Thanks for the compliment, I suppose, but you said content creator with a W. That's what I'm talking about when I say you don't speak correctly, but we'll get to that later.
And this bloke makes videos where he talks about how countries like Australia aren't real.
Countries like Australia aren't real. That's the only country I've said doesn't exist. So I don't know what you mean by countries.
And he's also got a glorious series of where he compares YouTubers to child molesters.
Worse than a child molester.
Is this a real human being? Made a video debating whether Logan Paul is worse than a child molester.
5 years ago, I made a video called Clearing Some Things Up. And I made this video in a response to some people who were saying I wasn't being too honest with them about what I was truly believing, and I was trying to have a laugh and misbehave and troll. I was extremely upset when anyone insinuated that. I thought it was a ridiculous thing to say, considering the effort I had put forth into my opinions and formulating my arguments. So I made this video, and without me just explaining it too much what I actually said, how about I just show you what I said? Here you go.
I'm a truth talker. I state facts. I don't lie about anything, I don't bullshit, I don't fabricate drama. I'm a truth talker, first and foremost. That is what I'm all about. I can't stand liars. Lying is like one of the worst things for me. I would rather be best friends with a rapist than a liar. I would rather be best friends with a murderer than a liar. I hate liars. Liars are the worst people. They're the scum of the earth. They are worse than child molesters.
So from that, I went on to create a video series years later called Worse Than a Child Molester. I have 2 seasons. There are almost 30 episodes comparing different YouTubers to child molesters. I'm asking the question, are they worse than a child molester? And at the end of every single one of these videos, I answer it with a yes or with a no.
Now, I fully understand the situation of Logan Paul going into a forest in Japan was a very controversial thing, but I don't believe the backlash should have warranted a video comparing him to a child molester. I think that kind of just crosses the line a little bit.
Go, it just kind of crosses the line a little bit, does it? Well, I disagree. And even if it did, who cares? As far as I'm concerned, there is no line. If you're not willing to go too far, you will never go far enough in life. And I don't care if I upset anyone.
This guy is pretty much a member of the Flat Earth Society.
Wrong. That is fake news, iBlabber.
And after I found this out, obviously my perception on ragreynolds changed a little bit. But where is the proof? Where is the proof that this guy is actually a flat earther and I'm not just slandering him or taking the piss out of him?
There is no proof.
Well, basically, he uploaded a video titled, "I went to the edge of the world and fell off." Yes, this is a real video, a full-on serious video on YouTube, but it's still up and you can still go check it out. It's a genuine full-on serious video, so I think we need to take a look at ragreynolds' beliefs and what he stands for. So without further ado, let's just get into it.
Now, I just want to preface this by saying I'm by no means a flat earther. I'm not saying the earth is flat. It sounds like a crazy thing to say the earth is flat, so I'm not saying that.
Now Rag, I'm genuinely a little bit confused here because your video is titled "You Went to the Edge of the Earth and Fell Off."
Not everything with edges has to be entirely flat. Take a square, for example. Yes, a square has multiple flat surfaces. However, it is not just an entire flat line, like flat earthers believe. Flat earthers believe that the earth is just a line like this. I don't know what shape the earth is. All I know is that I walked to the edge of the earth and I fell off. That doesn't mean that the earth is entirely flat. I mean, it could even be a circle and a globe, and I came to a section, maybe there was a chunk out and it was like a cliff and I fell off an edge. I don't know. All I'm telling you is that I walked to the edge, I fell off, and I was saved. If you want to know the full story, which you didn't put in to your video, then you can go check out that video on my channel.
And you also don't believe in Australia, which is a flat earth belief.
You know, this thing about Australia not being real as a flat earth conspiracy, that's nonsense. I have been saying this for years. It wasn't until this year that the Flat Earth Society started trying to claim this theory as their own. I can't find any evidence of flat earthers saying Australia isn't real before this year, or at the very earliest late last year. I made my first video about Australia not being real at the beginning of 2016, so please do not lump me in with these morons. I'm far more intelligent than these people, and I take offence to you lumping me in with these people.
So I'm just going to assume here that you are a flat earther, but you kind of just don't want to admit it because people will think you're even more nuts. And now don't worry, I know a few flat earthers myself. James Marriott is a prime example. The bloke fully believes the earth is flat and I love him. I completely love him. So Rag, I'm going to love you and I'm going to continue watching this video.
I'm sure you are going to love me. Everybody does. I walked to the end of the world and I fell off.
Okay. I think somebody just needs to contact this guy's parents. Just somebody ring him up. Somebody get your phone. Just ring the guy up because I'm a little bit worried for him.
You know, this just reminds me of a good song made by a fellow YouTube creator, Dissension. He makes music and he made me a lovely piece of music that I'm currently using as my phone ringtone. Please have a listen. I walked to the end of the world and I fell off.
Now by this point, I think you've got a general understanding of who ragreynolds is and what his beliefs are. He's a lovely, gorgeous Scottish bloke that doesn't believe the earth is flat, but also believes the earth has an edge, and also doesn't believe in Australia.
You know, I think you're being a bit simple there. I don't think that describes you well enough at all. You know nothing about me. You know like 3 things. If you really knew anything about me, you'd know that I'm a man of integrity. That's something I pride myself in, first and foremost. A man of integrity. I'm a truth talker. I am a twice published author. These are things that are far more interesting than some nonsense that you think is true about me being a flat earther. Shut up.
So I think it's just time that we take a look at the exposed video he's made on me.
iBlabber, shut the fuck up.
Did I just get called iBlabber? I mean, fair play. It's a little bit creative and it's probably a bit better than my sub-base name, Nab Nation. So Fair enough, but it's also a little bit mean, Rag. It's hurt me a little bit.
You know, it's not just a bit better than Nab Nation. It is tremendously better than Nab Nation. Nab Nation is disgusting. It is terrible. And I never want to hear it again. And oh, it was a little bit mean of me. Oh.
But the thing is, he does take a particular issue with one specific thing about me.
You should go back to school and learn how to speak English.
Now, I've been through a lot of highs and lows in my life. I've gone through so much, but being roasted by a guy that doesn't believe in Australia and says he's fallen off the edge of the world, this is a new low point. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it does seem that every time I see one of your videos or every one of your tweets, that you do seem to get to a new low over and over again. So it's not surprising that the latest video of yours, details a new low point for you. It's something that I've come to expect from you, iBlabber. You just get lower and lower and lower. Hopefully one day you can make your way back up. But I doubt it. I doubt it, because you're not even taking my advice. I said to you in a previous video, I told you, take a break. Go back to school, learn to speak properly. Then come back. And then you don't even need to give me credit. You don't need to give me credit, but between me and you, we would know that ragreynolds helped you. But you ignored that piece of advice and instead you made this video. And that really pisses me off.
Now, in all seriousness, I genuinely do believe that I'm quite a good speaker. I feel like my English language isn't that bad, and sometimes, yeah, I may mumble, but I do try my best.
Oh, really?
It's the least worst thing. I can't even critique it because what goes on in the video is just so fucking much worse. It's so beyond worse, this one now. Just think. A joke or not, it's just fucking ignorant and wrong. I love that this guy has made a video saying that I need to stop broadcasting incorrect speech, but then has also made a video saying this.
That when people go to Australia, they're actually landing in New Zealand and they are drugged. They imagine all of the experiences there.
So I need to stop broadcasting false information, but you're also broadcasting information saying that when you go on holiday to Australia, you're actually being dropped off on another island and you're just high on LSD. Okay, mate.
What I'm saying is the truth and I have proven it to be correct. What I was asking you to stop is not what you are saying, but rather how you are saying it. And no, when you're dropped into New Zealand, you're not high on LSD. Did you even watch my video, dummy? I specifically said the drug that you are drugged and high on is called chirotini. Okay? Now keep that in mind, go back and do a little more research, and then come back to me.
Now, if I'm being fully honest with you lot, I'm genuinely quite worried. I'm scared. I'm honestly scared of what a man with such high intelligence like ragreynolds has can do to a man like me.
Have you been talking to regular sized videos, short videos, midget videos, desperate videos? Have you been talking to him? Is he back? Do I need to get rid of him again? I hope not. I really can't be bothered.
I'm just personally a little old YouTube commentator that likes to play RuneScape and has a little bit of an addiction to Spider-Man, and then this alpha male, this Chad, this absolute beast, comes at me, and I'm just finished. I'm in this guy's eyes, I'm just a vegan beta cuck. That's all I am to him, and I'm finished. It's all over. It's done.
Well, I mean, at least you got something right in this video.
I mean, Conor McGregor, move aside, because ragreynolds has taken your reign.
Conor McGregor is a manlet, and within 90 seconds, I would be on top of him and he would be having a makeout session with my fist.
KSI, Logan Paul, sorry, move aside, because the only YouTuber that I know is ragreynolds.
I would kick Logan Paul's ass in the parking lot, and then I would kick KSI's ass in the changing room, on the way to kicking your ass in the middle of the arena. And I wouldn't even break a sweat.
But in all seriousness, going back to the video, he doesn't just call out me, he actually calls out you guys, my subscribers and my viewers.
Try and get your fan base under control. Wrong. I did not call out your fan base. I was calling out you and your lack of control. Me telling you to get your fan bases under control is not saying anything bad about your fan base. Your fan base are young, impressionable people. And I don't blame them for being stupid or for looking up to you or listening to what you have to say, as most of them do. The fault is with you and not keeping them under control.
And honestly, I do feel quite bad for this bloke because he does get a lot of hate on his channel. So I'm going to do something which you probably didn't expect, because this alpha male needs your support. So what I want you guys to do is basically make a video defending ragreynolds and say why you love him and why you love the flat earth theory, and upload it onto YouTube. And I'm going to make a second video about this in the future, and there is a good chance that you will feature in this video.
I suppose that's kind of nice of you, and I do appreciate any sort of support I get, but stop calling me a flat earther. Stop associating me with the flat earth theory, because I'm not connected to it in any way at all.
I am not a flat earther, stupid. Now, given the fact that you've uploaded a video on your YouTube channel titled "You Fell Off the Edge of the Earth," I'm just going to have to assume you've got something going on with the Flat Earth Society. And there's nothing wrong in that, because I personally, and also am a member of the Flat Earth Society, so that practically makes us brothers.
iBlabber, shut the fuck up, okay? No one cares if you're a member of the Flat Earth Society. I'm not. And that's all that matters.
It got a little bit intimate. I'm not your friend, son. I'm not your son, mate. You'll be begging to call me daddy after I open your eyes to your errors. Rag, my friend, I'm not gay, but I'm open to new things. And you know, that message probably resulted in him threatening to put me in hospital. So I don't think any future homosexual relations with ragreynolds is gonna possibly occur.
Here you go lying again, iBlabber. You know, I sent that tweet before we were DMing one another back and forth. But you've said that I sent it after what you had said to me in the DMs, and that's just not true at all. I sent this tweet to you before you DM'd me. So stop lying.
Now, coming to a conclusion of all this, is ragreynolds a flat earther? Yes, I personally believe so.
Is iBlabber an idiot? Yes, I personally believe so.
Is he an alpha male? Of course he's an alpha male. Have you seen this human being? This human being is an example of what God would really look like.
I did write the epitome of perfection, the step-by-step guide to being a great human being, after all.
And the biggest question of all, should you subscribe to his YouTube channel? I mean, of course, why wouldn't you?
I appreciate that last comment, iBlabber. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for that. See, I'm a humble guy. I can admit when someone that I'm having a disagreement with gets something right or does a nice thing, so thank you for that. I don't think you're necessarily a bad guy, iBlabber. I think you seem to be very nice, actually, from what you've been doing and saying in this video. It just so happens that you're a liar and you're wrong about a lot of things. So iBlabber, before I end this video, I have a 1, I have a 2, and I have a 3. You must choose one of these, and it will come to fruition. It will, regardless of what you want or don't want. But you can choose which one. And I will start with the one that is going to be the worst for you and the most difficult. So number 1, we are going to fight. We will put Logan Paul and KSI to shame. And it won't be a draw like theirs was either. It'll be a one-sided pounding and I will be swinging the hammer. Obviously that's the hardest of the 3, so that's number 1. Number 2, we will have a live stream, a live debate. On a YouTube channel, whatever. Maybe even face to face. Your choice. And you will be humiliated. You will go to your race car bed at the end of the debate and you will cry yourself to sleep, knowing that you were humiliated and outsmarted by ragreynolds. Or there's the easy way out, which is number 3. And number 3 is pretty simple. You must meet my 3 demands. And those demands are as follows. You apologize to me for ever disrespecting me. You send me $300 via PayPal, and you erect a statue in my likeness in your living room, which you shall bow to each evening. I eagerly await your response, iBlabber. And to everyone else, you are all welcome, society.
Ragreynolds!
Ragreynolds, the coolest lad you'll find. Ragreynolds, a Scottish mastermind.